I'm Judd McIlvain, the TV troubleshooter, and I'm here today with another Judd, Judd Matsunaga. He's an attorney who founded Elder Law Services of California. He grew up right here in Los Angeles. In fact, he was born in Los Angeles and educated here. Judd, thank you for taking the time to talk to me about these senior problems. One of the things that I notice is the hottest subject going right now among senior citizens like myself is long-term care. Why is it so important?
Well, Americans are getting older. In fact, 85 plus is the fastest growing segment of the American population. The problem is the older one gets, the greater the likelihood of developing some type of chronic illness.
You're talking about like diabetes, or are you just talking about blood pressure, high blood pressure?
No, diabetes, cataracts, cancer, Alzheimer's. In fact, 86% of Americans 85 and over have at least one type of chronic illness. 55% require long-term care, and 1 out of 3 have Alzheimer's.
Well, now, doesn't Medicare and private insurance or HMOs cover long-term care?
Well, actually, Medicare and private health insurance will not cover long-term care, so people end up privately paying out of their own pockets.
That can be expensive. I mean, how much does a nursing home cost? I've heard it's outrageous.
The average nursing home is about $6,000 a month.
Well, most people couldn't stand that for very many months.
No, that's close to $70,000 a year.
Now, at your seminar, I heard you say something about getting Medi-Cal to pay for the nursing home. Now, I've never heard of that before. How does that work?
Well, actually, what happens is most families have accumulated an estate that is comprised mostly of their home and their savings. And when somebody needs to go to long-term care, what happens is they're told they don't qualify for Medi-Cal because they have too much money. So
and that's not very much money, right?
Well, let's say that they had $100,000 in a home that might be worth, $300,000 or $400,000. They end up privately paying about $5,000 to $6,000 a month until eventually they run out of money, and then Medi-Cal kicks in. But upon death, Medi-Cal will actually come and take the family home. So the family actually ends up dying penniless, and the children inherit nothing.
Give me an example of how you can legally help these people.
Well, I can actually help families protect their home and protect their savings by getting them qualified for Medi-Cal.
Now, do you mean giving their money away to their children before they go into a nursing home so they don't have to pay $6,000 a month?
Actually, if families were just allowed to give away their savings to their children and say, hey, I qualify, pay for me, everybody would do that, and the system would run out of money overnight. So giving away money for less than fair market value would trigger a penalty period of ineligibility for up to 3 years.
Now, I understand that may increase. Is that true?
Yes, there's a new law called the Deficit Reduction Act that will increase it to 5 years.
Wow, so that's really going to be hard on people. Now, how then can you protect your assets legally? How can they do that so that they don't have to get a divorce and break up the assets just trying to save some of their money?
A married couple is allowed to have $100,000, a home of any value, a car, and certain IRAs and other pensions, and still qualify for Medi-Cal benefits. If they have over that, there are legal ways where they could convert their non-exempt countable assets into exempt assets and still qualify for Medi-Cal. Basically, it's a way of giving their money to their children and their home without triggering a 3-year penalty of ineligibility.
Judd, what should baby boomers like me do to legally protect their elderly parents?
Well, all baby boomers should make sure their parents are protected with certain legal documents like wills, trusts, and of course power of attorneys.
Now, do you do wills, trusts, power of attorneys?
Absolutely, you bet.
Now, Judd, what's the best way for someone to set up a consultation, a free consultation with you?
Well, the easiest way is to call our 800 number, but you can also get in touch with us on the web at www.elderlawcalifornia.com.
Okay, thank you very much, Judd, for this important information. And it's information that a lot of us just keep putting off. But it's so important that we know how to deal with our elderly parents. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.